So considering the reputation, why was I not worried at all about that cottonmouth chasing me? Here comes the chase. Okay, I'm here early in the morning. I have one full day to try and find a coral snake. I did see a dead one last night. Unfortunately, it's not the way I wanted to see one. Anyway, I'm gonna start hiking. And I should mention that there is another often feared reptile that lives in this place. Well, we'll see if we can find one. Hey, there's a cottonmouth on the road, or path here, I guess. This is a beautiful snake, look at that. Now I wonder at what point it's supposed to start with the chase. Oh, here comes the chase part, I guess. Here it comes. Is it time for chasing, buddy? Here it comes. Here comes the chase. Oh no, them will chase you. Watch out. Big cottonmouth. We should probably talk about cottonmouths because in the south, we'll talk about that in a minute. Check this out. It's an opossum. What are you doing hanging out with that cottonmouth? Anyway, so considering the reputation, why was I not worried at all about that cottonmouth chasing me? It's because, surprise, surprise, the cultural representation of the animal is completely off base. Very similar to how back home, Mojave rattlesnakes are feared and people say that they chase after them and they're highly aggressive. In the South, cottonmouths are just universally believed to be these incredibly aggressive animals that will chase you down. In fact, we see that even in our own comments a lot, that, well, yeah, rattlesnakes aren't that big of a deal, but cottonmouths and water moccasins, same thing, they'll chase after you. And they don't. They just don't. It's one of those things that's just a pure cultural invention that, yes, if you believe that and then see a snake and it moves in a way that you don't expect, you might be able to conjure that perception. But if you know better, then you're never chased by cottonmouths. I have seen hundreds of cottonmouths. None of them have done anything that even resembles aggression. In fact, their name, cottonmouth, comes from what their actual defense is, which is when they're scared, just open their mouth up and show you the white tissue inside, which is supposed to scare you away. That's basically it. You saw that thing as soon as it saw me, it tried to get away, and that's what they all do. And I'm probably gonna see some more tonight, and none of them are gonna chase me. And there's a cottonmouth again. Oh, there it goes. It is opening its mouth. That's what they do when they're actually scared. What it's not gonna do is chase after me. That's pretty much it. So this is why they're called a cottonmouth. It's shaking its tail, saying, don't come close to me, because I could bite you if you do. And that's what they do. No coral snakes, and now it's pretty hot. Just doesn't feel like a lot's gonna be moving. So I'm gonna take a break for the midday part, and then I'm going to figure out where I might be able to look tonight. I'm gonna go find some good Tex-Mex food somewhere here. Then it's nap time. There's a little snake in the road. Look at that. It's a banded water snake. These are beautiful little snakes. I haven't seen one of these for a number of years. That looks superficially like a copperhead, but of course it's not. Let's go. They get really defensive really fast, but it's a cool little snake. Okay, I've got cottonmouth. Not chasing me. Okay. And also over here, there's a water snake that, okay, you saw how that went. Also not chasing me. Look at that cottonmouth. Beautiful. All right, big question. I'm right here. Are you gonna chase after me? No. Well, let's ask these guys if they're gonna chase me. How about you? You gonna do it? No? Okay. You? No? You gonna run? All right. I think I'll make this pretty little one my last one. Oh, cutie. So I was up pretty late last night. I did see about 1,000 cottonmouths. I mean, in reality, maybe 30 of them. So they're out all over the place. If you're also looking to buy a vehicle, don't buy a Jeep Compass. I rented one. This is a brand new vehicle. And just being on some dirt roads, it sounds like I'm driving a box of Legos. Just the creakiest piece of crap. Okay, so no coral snake, That's fine. I'll come back. And I was not expecting to make a video about cottonmouths not chasing people, but that's what happened because I saw like 30 of them in the last 24 hours. I approached a good number of them. Didn't film all of them because I wanted to get some photos of them, but all of them did one thing. They tried to get away as soon as they could, or they just hung out for a second and showed their mouth and then tried to get away. So why is it that somebody that lives in an area like this that might see a few of them in a year has such a different experience than somebody that comes from another part of the country and sees a bunch of them in a 24-hour period? Why are those experiences that are reported so different? And it's just because of cultural variation and culturally important misinformation. But every place has its monster. And in the southeastern United States, the cottonmouth is that monster. There's a lot of stories, and most of the information that people have about it and their perception of these animals is based on a story that is, you know, kind of inspired by a real animal, but it's not really what they do. When it's something like that that is so culturally important, if somebody challenges that, even through their own experiences, it's almost like treason to state that. It's like calling your grandpa a liar. You're working against your own interests and your own personal identity as a member of this community to say the obvious, that they don't actually chase after anybody. Our brains do weird things too. We will actually conjure experiences and perceptional shifts that try to fortify that. And we know that right now because it's an election year. We're seeing that everywhere. Everybody is seeing that, where people will purposely choose misinformation and sometimes just straight up lies to embolden and strengthen their perception of reality. These animals are a really good example of that. If anybody can come here from somewhere else, see these animals as probably the most timid of vipers in the United States, by far, really. It's just a ridiculous idea that these are aggressive animals that would ever come after anything that is not prey. If you don't agree with me, that's fine, but don't come at me in the comments. Post a video of a cottonmouth chasing somebody. At this point, don't you think that it would exist? Wouldn't that video exist somewhere? I'm not talking about when snakes are trying to get in a boat. We know that they don't know what a boat is. We know what's happening there. A legitimate story of a snake chasing after somebody, a cottonmouth coming after somebody, like apparently they all do. Don't tell me your stories. Post a video of it, and then maybe someone will listen to you. For now, it's all a bunch of bullshit.